So I just realized this while I was editing this whole video, and that's the fact that this guy literally, that you're going to see in this video, literally called all my viewers idiots. And I don't care. Talk your shit about me. You called me probably 400 names, but don't fucking say anything about my viewers, considering you used to be one before whatever this is. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, that really irritates me more than anything. Don't make fun of people that are literally far beyond the intelligence level that you have, obviously, created in your life. Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdut's Newsstand, and I have a lot better things to be doing right now. I have 2 interviews later for my channel when it comes back up, but I want to talk about this just a little bit. The other day, I did a video on my main channel saying, why did the DCEU fail? And that was coming from a standpoint of storytelling. I didn't talk about numbers, I didn't talk about this, but that is a good argument. I did see some people saying that from a monetary standpoint, when talking specifically about the director, Zack Snyder, that his were not necessarily a failure. And yes, I think the first one was the 5th best rated, but even so, I digress. I was talking from a story point standpoint, right? Okay. Pretty basic stuff, going over a hero's journey and the different facets and archetypes within what a hero story should be. Easy. Compared it a little bit to the MCU, talked about the fact that we see a lot of magicians within the MCU as compared to getting stuck at that warrior complex within the DCU. And even talked about the fact that the growth in Tony Stark was huge. From, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, to eventually being a mentor and eventually a martyr. All logical points, right? Well, I was linked this video earlier. Well, I was sent that somebody made me a video, and I was like, why? Or made a video on me and totally got me good. Yeah, we're going to take a look at it, and trust me, we are not going to look at the whole thing because it is the same point for 30 minutes, over and over and over again, right? And the point is ad hominem, and the point is mainly about Batman. So let's take a look just briefly. I promise I won't. I'll link it in the pinned comment and in the description if you want to take a look at the entire thing. But that was 30 minutes wasted of my life.
I'm sorry. Nerdette Newsstand, she's a dumb bitch. She's a dumb bitch, and she's a woefully ignorant bitch. She made a video talking about how DC
starting out strong, right? Definitely brave, and it's definitely stunning that you can call names. I would say that's a pretty strong start. I digress.
DCU was a failure. Like I said, I'm not going to defend Birds of Prey and Shazam because they were shit, but she said some stupid ass ignorant shit in the video. That's what I'm talking about. Nerdette Newsstand, you're a willfully ignorant fucking dumbass. And she said stupid shit that was factually incorrect, but she said it to her stupid ass viewers. She said that, Batman in BVS was psychotic and that people that say that Batman killed don't know the source material. Then, bitch, what is this, bitch? Detective Comics 27. He killed a dude named...
And that's pretty much going to be the whole point of the video. So if you're going to make a case, don't rely on one example. Yes, Batman did kill in 1939, and shortly thereafter in 1940, they put an end to that. We've seen Batman kill parademons and vampires. But if you're going to make a case, do not rely on one example. When there is such a long history, it leaves someone wide open for someone to make that then counter argument and make you look like an idiot who doesn't know what he's talking about. Also, this whole going for name calling doesn't make you big or brave, nor does it make you smart. It makes you look uneducated, and it makes you look, what's your words, willfully ignorant? We'll go with that. So all it does is make you look like you have nothing to back up what you're saying, and you don't. It is simple. Batman has a code. Batman doesn't kill. just because he killed in the early days, Bob Kane and Bill Finger were kind of getting their hang on the characters. That is why he killed. But later, then they came back and said, no, that doesn't work for us. And it is why it has been retconned out of oblivion ever since. Yeah, the biggest issue with this is you are cherry picking. Cherry picking will never win you an argument. I could literally throw up hundreds of times when Batman has talked about not killing. That was a massive plot point simply in Death in the Family because it caused Jason to become Red Hood because Batman did not get revenge for his death. So no, it is not a good argument. You are dealing with someone who has far more experience in comics and who is far more knowledgeable. When you put your argument together, do it well. I actually love rebuttal videos. I think they're fantastic to get a debate going. But one that simply sits there and says, this is proof. Something that's been retconned out of history within the first year of Batman being in existence is ridiculous. So why does the Batman not kill? There's a lot of people. You could eventually drive that home to a point where maybe Batman leaves his code behind. Great story. Well, there's a lot to kind of unpack here. First off, Batman saw in his origin, right, that his parents were killed at the behest of a gun. So no, he's not going to go and be a murderer because that doesn't make him any different than it does his parents' murderer. He doesn't want to use, he'll use lethal force. That's definitely true, but he doesn't want to cross that line because he's afraid he will not cross back. He also thinks that guns are the weapon of a coward. Many times we have seen that in The Dark Knight Returns, everything. He wants to believe that even the worst criminal can be saved. He will exhaust every option, every single opportunity, every single way he can to rehabilitate one of his people. Now, of course, with circular storytelling in comics, that's going to eventually be like, oh, they broke out of Arkham and we're going to be right back at the same thing. But that is the way comics are structured in their circular storytelling, right? He knows that if he does what he trains, he inspires other people. He will obviously not want to train a bunch of killers by the name of Robin or anyone in the Bat family. So no, he's not going to. This also would cause collateral damage. Every single person you killed, if you used a gun, if you use lethal force like we see in BVS, it would cause innocent people to die in collateral damage. No. Bruce Wayne is at heart still that little boy. Bruce Wayne will always be that little boy in Crime Alley watching his parents die, watching them bleed to death in the alley. He does not want anyone to ever feel that pain. The pain that he wakes up with, the pain that he goes to sleep with, the drive for revenge, yet knowing he has to pull back. He doesn't want anyone to feel that. So, we've seen stories where supposedly Batman, in a huge plot point in Nightfall, killed. We saw Azrael. We saw what that did. So no, Batman doesn't kill. There's no getting around that. I'm sorry, that is his code. Did he do it in 1939? Sure. Bob Kane and Bill Finger both went against that. They both said how ridiculous that was.
Right into the acid tank, a fitting end. So she's talking about, and her already stupid ass argument on how the DCU feel. She's comparing it to the MCU. This is how ignorant the bitch is. The bitch said that making Tom Holland a cuck bitch.
And that's where we're going to stop it. Besides him calling me a Trump tard, which I am not, calling me conservative when I would say I'm relatively conservative, probably centrist, but keeps going on about how I'm invalidated because I'm a Trump tard. This is a big SJW tactic, even though I hate to use that as ad hominem, and it is name calling and yelling and cherry picking. And yeah, I used, apparently he doesn't know the meaning of cuck. Cuck is not having a mentor. Cuck is letting someone fuck your wife. Are you really? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. The word has lost its meaning, just like so many others. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show this. I thought it was actually pretty funny. I may go over it in a live stream. I would like to, I don't know how, like, see, he's going to make the point over and over and over again. He killed in 1939. It's retconned. It's not continuity. And it's simply not realistic to have a Batman who kills. He's a Snyder fan. How many times have I talked about this? How many times? This is embarrassing to Snyder fandom. Like, honestly, embarrassing. I don't think every single one are like this. I don't think they're all terrible like this. But let's be real. This is fucking terrible. This is not how you treat people to a real discussion. You don't sit around and call them a bitch and a cunt and ignorant and da-da-da when you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm clearly, my whole channel is dedicated to DC. I've done origins and explanations and full stories and complete stories. And yeah, clearly, honey, you cannot hold a candle to my knowledge. So I will do this. Next weekend, I will debate you on my main channel. If you are willing and brave enough to actually come on and have a real debate without your name-calling BS. I'm not sure you will, but I'm inviting you on right now. Let's see if you actually come on and debate me. Put your money where your mouth is and quit being a pansy. Come on my channel next Saturday. And if you don't, we know, you're kind of a puss. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.